I think the best thing about living in Australia is being exposed to so many different cultures and being able to include yourself in those communities, as well as the education system and the health system in this country. It is a blessing to live here.
I mean, living in Australia is crazy, for one. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in this country. I mean, crazy in a positive and negative way though.
My experiences of growing up in multicultural Australia have been pretty positive. I am a young black woman. I do experience, microaggressions and a certain degree of racism. I still have had pretty positive experiences with my close-knit relationships, my family. My school system has always been really multicultural. My mum has always made sure that I've gone to multicultural schools so that I've not felt too different from the people that I'm surrounded by.
The best thing I found in Australia is the people here are so friendly. I met many people here.
To me, Australia seems to be a really beautiful place, and also everyone is really laid back and not in rush. And also there's a lot of multiculturalism here, and I can meet people from all over the world in Sydney.
When you are living in a foreign place, it gives you some time to think about who you are and your own culture. So I've been learning more and more about culture anyway, what culture is. I've learned a lot about my culture living here in Australia than I would have when I was back home.
One experience of racism I've had in Australia is just growing up and becoming an adult, and when men become interested in you, a lot of them feel the need to address your race and make very unnecessary and fetishizing comments about it, and it doesn't feel good. Another experience of racism that I've had is comments, just stereotypes of Ethiopia as a country that is just starving and poor, and that's kind of just how it's seen. So I think one time someone told me that I would never gain weight because I'm from Ethiopia and they're all starving, which makes no sense.
As a kid in primary school, kids would throw spitballs in my hair, and I had no friends, and I was the little black kid in the corner. I'd sit by myself.
The thing in Australia is that racism is subtle, so it's not as blunt as you will find it in other countries. So here people, they say racism in a muted way. So if you have not experienced it enough, you probably won't get it. But for someone who has been exposed to a lot of racial ethnics, you can actually tell if someone is being racist to you. And also I've noted that these guys, when they are acting racist to you, they actually don't know it. So for them, it's normal.
It's different to other Western countries because I feel that this country, a lot of people are very ignorant because just in terms of education, I feel that because it's so laid back, people don't really need to know, and so they're ignorantly racist rather than purposefully racist. You just have to educate people.
We've all had experiences where certain comments, or maybe how we're treated, and just some assumptions that people make, you would call that racist, but in my deeper knowledge and understanding, I wouldn't call it racism, because racism is a bigger animal than that,
In terms of multiculturalism in this country, we definitely include others, but I think that there needs to be more inclusion with Indigenous people and Indigenous communities. There needs to be more education on different cultures in the education system.
What I'd like to do to help multicultural Australia is to teach the ancient knowledge, to help people understand the history of the world and the history of themselves, and realize that we're all one people, and the God part within. We all have the God part within.
The unique thing in Australia is you can make the friends easily. You can be socialized, know many people, know the cultures. You can get into the communities very easy. The people are acceptable.
The best thing about living in Australia for me is the freedom to be who I am and do the things I want to do without any judgment. Where I have lived in other places, I sometimes don't feel the freedom to be myself or say the things I want to say or do the things I want to do.
What I'd like to do is to teach the people and raise the consciousness so that people know that we are all one people.